Well, hey there, Greg.
Howdy, howdy. I'm logging in from the control room.
Yeah, mission control. Greg's in space. Oh, yeah, weightless. Nice.
Okay, let me get gravity back. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, your gravity control was out of order, but looks like it's working now. So Greg, my goodness, we have the biggest event in Learn with the Nerds every year, and it happens in a week. Our
Yeah,
Intergalactic
I
Learn with the Nerds Day. What do you think?
it's gonna be wild. I mean, honestly, I would put this as probably the biggest learn with the nerds in the history of how long we've been doing it, because this is a wild look at a full end-to-end project solution. So I'm amazed at what we've been able to build and what we're going to be able to show everybody coming up.
And I can't say this enough, and I can't say it often enough. It will be recorded. So if you can't make any of the segments live, you can go back and watch them later. And we will send you, if you register, we'll send you a link immediately after the event to go back and watch all 8 episodes of the Intergalactic Learn with the Nerds Day 2025 edition. So don't worry, it is being recorded. So, Greg, you mentioned an end-to-end solution and everything that we're going to be doing. Go ahead and tell the folks what is going to be covered in this session this year.
Yeah, so we've got a really awesome use case. I won't spoil too much, but we're going to be dealing with some project based data. And honestly, it kind of feels like Thanos and you're collecting all the Infinity Stones, but really it's all the different technologies that we really focus at Pragmatic Works. So you're going to see starting out how to use an app to collect some data, how Power Automate fits into this, how we're going to bring that into Power BI. We're going to talk about SharePoint. We're going to get involved with some DAX. Everybody likes to do some awesome DAXing. So we're going to have some of that as well as more kind of important integration with AI through Copilot and Copilot Studio. We're going to see that as a common thread throughout the day as well, how we integrate AI into all these awesome tools we get to use. So, I mean, at the end of it, you're going to have the Infinity Gauntlet, and you're going to see that full life cycle. And I think one of the most important things is this is going to show really all of us, but especially if you're in a more mid to small size company, think about those solutions that if you had a full end to end kind of look to it, you had ways to collect, to manage, to store, to clean, to distribute, use some AI, you're going to save a lot of time, a lot of money, and you can always look back at these sessions and get some inspiration and ideas. So I think everybody will really love that aspect.
And with great power comes great responsibility. So you're going to have all the stones. You do not do that. Do not do that. No, we don't want the world slipping away from us. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. I've seen the agenda and I've seen the folks that are covering the various points, and I have a new verb for my vocabulary now: daxing. I'll now think about daxing. But as we think about this, I know you kind of touched on it, but just to kind of sum it up, what would you say those leaving the event? What are they going to leave with? Just the ability to understand how to put all this together for one big solution.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of the art of possible. A lot of times we learn these technologies and, oh, like, okay, I could do this with some sample data, or I could make this one little step here or there. But we're really focused in on the full scale practicality. So I think no matter your experience level, you are going to be able to go into the event. You can take your time again because it is recorded. Hopefully, you're hanging out live as we're going through it, getting to ask some questions there as well, but you're going to be able to leave with knowing what can I potentially do when I put all these technologies together, when I have a little bit of time to think outside the box. And I know all of the trainers are going to bring some heat to the sessions to showcase some problems that can arise, how to tackle it. I mean, that's the pragmatic work spirit. That's what we're all about. So I think you're going to leave with that ability to know what is possible and kind of an almost end-to-end solution.
And you said it's being recorded. So if you want to go back and watch any of the recordings, you can go back and watch them later. That's fantastic. All right. So here's a big question that we often get. What is needed to participate in the session?
Well, you definitely need a computer, internet connection. But if you're watching this, you are probably already ready to go in that department. All of the files and things you're going to be needing can be available to you once you sign up for the session. We'll also be dropping links in the chat and things like that. And we'll be there to assist you with, hey, where does those files again? And we'll be able to drop those over to you. So you'll have that all ready to go. And then you can go through it over and over as you need. That's going to be the main thing. And bring a ready to learn attitude. Get ready to have some fun because we're definitely going to have that.
Fantastic. And I know a lot of times we have folks varying skill levels from novice to, pretty expert, pretty pro. What would you say the prerequisite knowledge is? I mean, is it going to be accessible for folks that maybe have no knowledge, but enough good stuff for the folks that have some knowledge?
Definitely. And, hey, pragmatic work spirit, we are all about democratizing technology. So, no matter your experience level, if you are brand new, you are going to take a lot out of our Intergalactic Learn with the Nerds day. But if you're a pro, we're going to introduce some new techniques. We might also fix a couple of bad habits, maybe that you've incorporated as we work with this project. And the cool thing, too, is it's a unique kind of look at this project based information. So you may not have a lot of experience in that sort of realm. So we're going to really showcase that in particular. And we have so much, things to manage nowadays in our busy lives. This is going to be a great way to see how we could take project like data and incorporate it throughout the full scale solution. So no matter your experience level, you're ready to go. You're going to have a great time for sure.
All right. And a question that we get, of course, is how do I register for this event? And we're going to go ahead and throw this QR code up on the screen so that folks who have not registered yet can register for the Intergalactic Learn with the Nerds Day. It'll be next Thursday, May 15th, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go ahead and leave this up, but I'm going to ask you one more question, Greg. And that is, we're going to have all the sessions, but I hear we're going to have some special content in between all of the sessions. We're going to have mission control with Greg T. And I hear it's going to be a lot of fun, and just want to, get a kind of an overview or maybe some high points of what you have planned during mission control with Greg T.
Oh, you better be ready for the in between. Like was mentioned, start to finish, you are in for a treat. And that includes kind of the in between our sessions. We're going to be giving away a ton of awesome swag. So if you want to be in some drawings for swag, you need to be there. I'm pulling out stuff from the costume box. I'm pulling out all the stops to bring you some awesome fun. We're also going to be able to interview a lot of the pragmatic work staff, people working as they can come to kind of give you some insight into the whole process and some of the next steps to keep progressing in your organization's journey towards modern data, or maybe it's your career, right? So we're going to talk all about those aspects, other ways to help you. And of course, we got to love the swag.
That's awesome. A lot of swag. It'll be great to see a lot of the familiar faces in the mission control room there with you, hanging out. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't share. We will be sharing 24 hours of free access to our complete on-demand learning platform. Right now, if you sign up for a community plan, you get access to 40 courses for 24 hours the day after Intergalactic Learn with the Nerds Day. We're going to give you access to keys to the entire spaceship. We're going to give you hundreds of videos for free, so you can go in and see the quality content that is created by the Pragmatic Works trainers. And I'm super excited about that. And we know you're going to love it. So we're going to offer one of our biggest sales ever at the end of this event. And so you're going to want to stay tuned for details about that. We're going to have some sale pricing on our on-demand learning. But I can't wait. It's one of my favorite days of the year. Every Learn with the Nerds Day is a day that I look forward to, but Intergalactic Learn with the Nerds Day is just so much bigger and better and exciting. So I think it's going to be fantastic.
especially this one. It is not one you want to miss. This is going to be awesome.
Right on. So one more time, you're going to want to click this right here. Here it is, right here. This QR code that'll take you to a registration page where you can sign up. You'll get a link that'll take you to the website with all the links to all the sessions. Again, it will be recorded, so you can go back and watch the recordings later. We'll send you links after the event with links to all those. But with that said, Greg, any final comments or thoughts as we wrap this preview up?
I hope you're ready to get intergalactic, and hopefully my gravity stays on.
Awesome. All righty, Greg. Well, we look forward to seeing you in space next Thursday, May 15th at 9 a.m. Eastern. Until then, everyone, take care.